Hello everybody, GL1 here. Welcome to my online toy museum, and today we're going to talk about Transformers 1. But before we do that, let's go back in time to 2007 when the first Transformers movie came out. That was not animated, and they came out with a toy called the Optimus Prime Proto form. So this is Optimus Prime before he came to Earth, or as you know, is sort of like a meteor launching into our atmosphere, and before he became a truck, actually. But you can see that if we look at this Transformers 1 here, you can see that still the idea of a truck was still in the makings. And what I think is kind of cool about this too is that it has those little like train wheels, like or airplane wheels, just thin little wheels. And this is the Transformers 1, one of the movie vehicles, and it has the same kind of wheels. So I just think that's kind of cool. And then in 2013, I got the Generations Orion packs, which is Optimus Prime before he got the Matrix of Leadership. So, I was like, oh, that looks kind of cool. Let me get that. So anyway, those have been sitting around. And then, as you can see here in the background, I have 4 of the Transformers 1 figures, Transformers. And we're going to go through that. But anyway, so let's look at this. If you haven't seen this before, the Proto form, it's pretty neat, and it's really well articulated. So right now, this is just like like a flame jet, right? It's coming out, crashing, like going through the atmosphere. Well, this comes off, and it becomes something else, and we'll get to that. All right, so then you take apart the arms. I'm sorry, the feet, and those become the feet there. And then here you have a gun, a laser gun in there, and then that flips out there. All right, and then you can stick this on the end, and it's like, like a tremendous amount of power, is getting blasted out of this gun here. And we go here, and then here come the arms, and it transforms rather easily, which is pretty cool. And actually, this whole thing turns around, and then then you turn the feet, and then you can bend the knees there, and then let's see, this can flip down here, get that out of the way, and this comes down, and then you flip up your little Optimus Prime head. I think I can just get that through from here. There you go. And that will hold his head in place. And then that is going to just go down. And then I'm going to put up the shoulders. And, it just looks like a lot of Optimus Primes, where you have the shoulder guards up here. And then you have, your Optimus Prime looking head, but a little bit more, I don't know, protoformy. And there you go. You can stick that right there in his hand. And, you have the ball joint hips and feet. So it's easy to pose in interesting poses. And I believe, yeah, it twists too. So, all right. And you know what? I knew something didn't look right. So this is supposed to go. So you turn this around, and then there you have his waist. And then that flips down. Okay, there. Been a while, but I always remember that this one is quite easy to transform. It looks difficult, when you see it in its proto form. You're like, well, that looks like a lot going on there. But really, it's not that bad. So, all right. There you go, Optimus Prime. All right, well, let's get to Orion Pax. So Orion Pax has cool weapons has an energon axe, which is also something you see in the Transformers 1. And then it's got a blaster. And let's see. I think this is also relatively easy to transform. I'll tell you what I find hard to transform is the 2009, I think it is, Transformers 2 Optimus Prime. Boy, I remember having a really tough time because there's something about the front of the truck that has to fold in a certain way. And I remember finding that to be, like just to get the tabs just right. I remember finding that to be difficult. I think these go back here. Let's see. Yeah. And then the hands flip out. There you go. Very typical Transformers. Get that. Okay. And you can see it's got like, the shoulder pads. And I feel like, okay, got the, this has got to turn all the way around. There you go. And then you turn the feet around. And probably something's not, I don't know, maybe something's not right here. I'm going to check. Yeah. Okay, so these things flip up and then it pushes in. Okay, and then it covers, those become knee protectors. You got to have that, because, who wants to skin up their knee, I mean, you're fighting people, you're bending down, you're crouching down. Maybe you're doing like kind of the 3-point Iron Man landing stance. There's a lot going on. So what's he going to do? Is he going to blast from the left hand? I think we'll blast from the left hand and then swing the axe from the right. And looks like I lost this piece here, but that's going to go on. So that's just going to stick on like that. I guess you could pretend like that's armor that gets blasted off easily, Well, that's fighting me here. All right, I was just thinking about it the wrong way. It just slides on this way. You just put it and then it slides on. Okay, there you go. All right, Orion packs. And you can see it's not quite as threatening looking, his face, it's kind of more friendly. Yeah, I'm on Orion packs, I don't really have anything to do. I don't have the Matrix of Leadership yet, but I do have you don't want to be on the wrong side of an Energon axe or his blaster. So, all right, so you got that to contend with. All right, Orion packs. All right, well, so let's go to these right here, Transformers 1. And, of course, they come with instructions. And, one of these is not here. And it doesn't matter because I don't really use them anyway. Because I figure eventually I'm just going to put them somewhere and lose them anyhow. So I might as well get good at figuring out how to transform them without it. So, all right. So you're going to flip that out. And, oh, you know what? Before I do that, maybe I should just go through and talk about the truck form, actually. Because they're all the same in a way and all different. So, all right. So you have the axe and you have to take it apart. This is a pretty common way of storing weapons where you have to get it in there. And then there it holds it in between. All right, so our Transformers 1. All right, so they all have these little wheels, little like train wheels underneath, like little toy trains when we were little kids. And he's got blasters on the side. And it looks kind of like a Cylon. If you remember from the old Battlestar Galactica, you could imagine like a red light going bing, 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 back and forth. And it does roll, which is good, So then you go up a level. So this was $20. Then you go up a level. Now this is like $25, but if you have that $5 a month GameStop thing and you happen to go in there when they're having it, you can get it for like under 20. And so here it is here. And the thing about this one, it has an extra, he gets some extra guns right there on the front. So this is the only one that has the extra guns on the front. But you can see store the axe there, and then there's the little wheels. And something different though, you see how the hands are stored really nicely on this version. I don't really like the way they're stored here. There's a lot of clipping, and you have to get 3 different pegs in there, and then he's got to grip onto this, and I think it's messy, really. I don't think it makes really as neat and really as functional of a transformation. All right, so then we go up the next level, and then this one's $29, and obviously much larger, but this is Energon Optimus Prime. Let's see. Yeah, not Power Flip. Yeah, but this one's got like Energon all over him. He's like got the blue, and you're going to see that. All right, but again, you have the little wheels. This one transforms really easily and stays transformed well. I love the way this one transforms, and it looks cool. It's a little bit different. You could see it looks like a praying mantis. So you compare it to this one, and you don't have really your blasters in the front here. So, but you can just imagine that there are blasters there. All right, and it's got this big Energon axe that folds, and I guess you can stick this. You could put it like that, and then stick it up. I don't know. I don't know what the point of that is, but all right. So there you go, and then we got the big one here. This is the one, the Power Flip Prime. This one is cool. It turns into Orion Pax, Optimus Prime, and Optimus Prime Superpower Mode, and it comes with the sword, and it comes with the axe right there. Real compact, lights up, talks, and for a change, it's easy to play with. Because a lot of the ones that talk, I don't know, they're not so good. This one says a lot of different things, and it's easy to play with. So we'll be getting to that. Again, you have the little wheels. Now look how they're thicker on this. But, you can see it compared. Now this is 50, but man, I found it right away someplace new, $29. So I lucked out again. And while it's in this mode, you can push this. So, pretty cool. And then these blasters turn, and you know how this is a little angled here, and it makes you wonder, is it supposed to be? Yes, it is. I don't know. I like things that are kind of straight down and everything. To me, when something's like that, it always looks like a compromise. But anyway, it works well. And look, you even have spots that you can, I guess if you had other weapons, maybe you could stick them on there. In fact, let's see if that axe would stick on here. If they can share, they can't share that way. Let's see. Well, okay, it's not gonna share that well. All right, but it does fit in there, so maybe you can use it once you transform it. All right, well, let's go through and transform all these. All right, so we'll start with the little one. All right, and separate that. Take the axe out. And they're all similar in a way, in the way the legs kind of fold over on each other. And that's a common thing to look for in Transformers, especially the larger ones, the Optimus Primes. A lot of them have legs that do that. I mean, I don't know how many Optimus Primes. I'm sure over 120 of them. And a number of them do that. So I do look for that feature. That's a good way to start. All right, so let's see if we can get this. And all right. And yeah, oh yeah, the little blasters, they can come off. So you can use them on his hands. All right. And then if that comes off, that easily goes right back on. And let's see. I think this folds up here. Okay, so you gotta lift this. This gets out of the way. Then this lifts up. Then you fold. There is the matrix of leadership in there, which is removable and losable. So but that folds up underneath, so it's protected. And then the shoulders flip out. And then this comes down. And I think, let's see. Get this up higher inside there. I'm just going to push in there. You know, Transformers are really a lot like origami. I remember as a kid that some of the kids that would do origami, and I never, I don't know, I never tried. It seemed like too difficult to me to do. But maybe it wouldn't have been, because I do a lot of these. All right, you can go like that. There you go. Optimus Prime. And then I think you can turn this around. Yeah. Oh, well, you know what? If it comes off, that's okay. The Transformers now, they really are meant to do that. They're meant to, if they come apart, or if you're frustrated, you can kind of take them apart and then transform parts of them and then put it back together. And that was one of the things, I believe, you know, when they changed the plastics from the 2007, the first Transformers movie, and all the toy-like Transformers from back then, and then they made this lighter plastic that a lot of people didn't like, but it is very durable, and you're able to, you know, take pieces off and then put them back on. So, all right, so you have him like this, and then if you want, you can take the blaster. You can have the blaster there, and then you can, you know, he's got his blaster there, and he can put it on his shoulder, or just put it up like the reserve blaster. And if we look at that head next to our proto form, right, and you can see the Optimus Prime, sort of the DNA, you know, up the head, sort of like the diamond, and then the little ear fins and the mouth. And then if we compare this with the other one, and again, you can see now he doesn't have like his battle mask up, but, you know, Optimus Prime has like a battle mask that covers his mouth. You know, like Smash Mouth, talking Smash Mouth stuff. And he can bend his knees, rotates, it's right there. Got your ball joint hips, rotate a little bit like this, and then ball joint shoulders, right? So, great, right? All right, then we're going to go to the next level, all right? And here we are. So this is 112. This is they enumerate the Studio Series 112 Optimus Prime. So, and it's often fine to just assume that it's going to transform in a similar way, because that is usually very true. And let's see, I think this one, though, you just turn these in like that. So the legs don't fold over themselves, though, on this one. They're long enough this way. All right, and then that opens up. I bet that turns. Didn't play a lot with this yet. And let's see what we got here. This is going to come out. Pull that, and then we have our little Optimus Prime head. This is also another common thing, is the heads a lot of times turn around backwards, and then they fold, closely up against this plate. So that's pretty common. So I just guessed that, and I was right. Instead of trying to have it forwards and then fold it back, I just kind of knew instinctively a lot of them do that. So, all right, and then take these, that flips out, and I know I'm not doing something, something I got to do here. Yeah, there we go. That folds underneath, and then once again, that turns backwards, and then there you go. And you get your knees, got your Optimus Prime. What's nice about this one is the head is much more expressive. You can really look around. I like the more silvery paint, but this one can look around too pretty well. But this, having being a bigger head, and you can see things better with it. And then of course you have the clear, glass like there. And then these, let's see, do they turn? Yeah, they do turn. I don't know if they come out, but yeah, they do. Okay, yeah, that makes sense because Optimus Prime usually has blasters. So he's got, let's see, can he hold this? Well, I can hold them underneath. All right. So, all right, so you have those shoulder blasters. And then this here, I think it, oh, I remember. It's weird. Okay, so you put it away. It pegs underneath here. This is another thing that I don't really think is great. I think it's one of those things where like I could see losing it. So it pegs delicately in there like that, and then that folds down. And I just don't feel like that's a really good pegging technology for, not losing your toy. Let's see, can you do that? No. Okay. But yeah, I could just, it works, but I could see losing that. And then you have, of course, your matrix of leadership right there. And of course, that one comes out. And there you go. And then here, and then you have your Energon axe. So pretty cool, right? And like I said, right? So, and that fell out. All right, so if you're going to compare the two in size, all right, so, $25, $20, right? So, I don't know. I think this should be, really, I think this should be 20 and this should be like 14, $15. Okay, so this Optimus Prime, if you look at my episode 446, you'll see that I transformed this and went through it already. But here we go, and here's one I really like a lot. I think $30 is a bit steep for this too, but it's just so cool. Sometimes you can wait and something's going to go down, or you could just play with it earlier and not wait. But it just transforms really easily, and it seems like it's just going to be, a little bit too cheap because of that, but it's not. It's just great. It looks great, and I just think that even though it doesn't have all the features, it doesn't talk, doesn't light up, but I just think it looks really great. And what's nice about it, you can really pose it well. It's got knees that bend, so you can do some really dynamic poses with it. More than the $50 one, you can do, in a way, more dynamic poses. Let me straighten this up here. All right, so there you go. And then you could take the Energon axe and put it in his hand. And then, he's going to give you what for if you don't, if you're going to give him trouble, right? And you're going to hurt his friends. What's also great about this is it has that feature that they don't always have, but it's got this blue part here so that it can light up. The eyes can light up. So the light comes through here and then the eyes will light up. I'll show you that. All right, so take a look. So see that? So then you can see, it's just great, right? And then, everything just the energon. And then you can see inside the chest the matrix of leadership. And this one, again, is not one that you're going to lose too easily. Like in episode 446, when I was discussing this big fella, I said, it's so precariously put in there, it's easy to lose. And I did put shoe goo on mine and glue it in. I can always pull it out. It's kind of like a rubbery glue, so it will peel off. But I'd rather just have that than lose it, And the other Optimi can take out their matrix of leadership if they need an ID, I don't know, some form of ID for maybe traveling, interstellar, actually. And see, you can turn his arm and everything, and then that flips up and connects into there. Yeah, you kind of got to put that in. So look, very action-oriented Optimus Prime. And then, if he feels like putting his axe away, just put it right up there. And let's see, can he share the other sword? Yeah, see? And if they feel like sharing, he can share. It's a little bit short. It's kind of like a Roman sword, which were not very long, but he can share that. And I wonder if it can use the other axe. Let's see. So maybe from under. Nah, see, the hand is not the right size, so can't use that axe. All right, so he's got his axe, and there you go. I don't think there's a blaster. Yeah, there's no blaster. I wonder if we take the blaster. Let's see if we can take this off here. And can he hold that? Doesn't look too promising. No. All right, well, nothing there either. All right, so just going to have to hit you with weapons. But, maybe he's just so fired up, he can just shoot energon right out of his hands, right? It's got a lot going on there. So, and a good-looking head, too, good articulation. So another nice thing that they really do, to get expressiveness. And he's got a little bit of foot, you can just turn those ankles just slightly to give him some, some more stability. So, all right, there you go. You got Orion Prime, Optimus Primes, everybody is doing great. And, I look forward to seeing Transformers 1. And there you go. And, of course, this fell off again. So just making my point more clear. All right. Well, thank you very much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.